I'm Todd Vanderhayden. This is CTV News Channel. It's good to have you with us from across the country on this Thursday. We're following this breaking news involving an ostrich farm in British Columbia that's received a lot of attention both across the country and internationally. The Supreme Court of Canada has now ruled it will not hear a last-ditch attempt by that ostrich farm to save its birds. Universal Ostrich Farms already lost legal challenges in the federal court and the Federal Court of Appeal. This is a long-standing saga, began 10 months ago, ever since the Canadian Food Inspection Agency, CFIA, ordered a cull because of an outbreak of bird flu and, of course, worries about that bird flu spreading. The Supreme Court did briefly delay the culling process back in September. The court considered whether or not it would hear the case itself. Now that it has decided it's not going to, there is no longer any legal barrier to the culling of more than 300 ostriches, but already the farm is promising to hit back with other strategies. Let's bring in CTV's Scott Hurst, who's covering this story for us, and more on the Supreme Court's decision. The significance, Scott, let's start there.
Todd, the Supreme Court decision coming out earlier this morning, and now the Canadian Food Inspection Agency says it will be moving ahead with its planned cull in the wake of the ruling by the Supreme Court of Canada that it will not hear this case by Universal Ostrich Farm trying to stop the cull order from the Canadian Food Inspection Agency. And that is being met with a significant amount of disappointment, anger, and outrage from those of the farm, the people who run the farm, and also the groundswell of supporters that they've seen. Here's more from Katie Pazitny. She is really become the farm spokesperson and the daughter of the co-owner. She posted this video on Facebook right after the ruling.
This is what pain looks like. You want to know what pain looks like, Canada? That's right. She's going to lose everything she's ever loved for 35 years that are healthy. She's going to lose everything she's loved. That's what pain looks like when the government fails you. And you remember that. Shame on you, Canada. Shame on you, government. Shame on you, Heath MacDonald and everybody who had the chance to do the right thing. Shame on you. She's gonna lose everything she loves. Her family will never get these animals back, and Canada will never get these animals back. Shame on you.
Todd, the ostrich farm in southeastern British Columbia spent the better part of 10 months fighting to save hundreds of ostriches, a beloved flock, it says, that doesn't deserve to die, as the owners have been fighting this cull order from the Canadian Food Inspection Agency, the CFIA, issuing a cull order last December after an avian flu outbreak. The owners of the farm fighting the cull order since then, arguing the surviving ostriches show no signs of illness and should be spared. Now, this case has received a groundswell of support, not just in Canada and at the farm, but also south of the border. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., U.S. Health Secretary, even writing to the CFIA in support of the farm, arguing the birds could be valuable to study. Now, the Canadian Food Inspection Agency is out with a statement saying it'll be moving it forward, quote, with the complete depopulation and disposal measures as authorized by the Health of Animals Act and guided by the stamping out policy for highly pathogenic avian influenza. So that is what we got from the Canadian Food Inspection Agency in the wake of this ruling, Todd, by the Supreme Court of Canada that it will not hear this case by this BC ostrich farm in southeastern British Columbia.
All right, CTV's Scott Hurst with the latest. Good to see you, Scott. Thank you.